one of us is a fiddler on the group. Trying to scratch out a simple little tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Tevye is our home. How do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition. 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 Because of our traditions, we have kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Tzeitel, we have a tradition for everything. How to sleep, how to eat, how to wear our clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered. Wear these little prayer shawls. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, each one of us here knows who he is and what God expects him to do. Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has a right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The Papa! The Papa! Tradition! The Papa!
We must know the way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home. We must raise a family and run the home, so Papa's free to read the holy book. The mama, tradition. The mama, tradition. At 3 I started Hebrew school, at 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked a bride for me, I hope she's pretty. Tradition. Tradition. And who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fix, preparing me to marry whoever Papa picks? The daughters, the daughters. Tradition. The daughters, the daughters. Tradition. And every
And in the circle of our little village, we have always had our special types. For instance, Yente the matchmaker.
Avram, I have the perfect match for your son. A wonderful girl.
So who is he?
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rocco, but you can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Avram. Is your son so much to look at? The way she sees, the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
And Reb Nachum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor, alms for the poor.
Here you are, Reb Nachum. 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck for last week, you gave me 2.
I had a bad week.
If you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar? Of course. Let me see. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
There are other people in our village they form a much larger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, many others. But we don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. Among ourselves, we get along perfectly well. Now, of course, there was a time he sold him a horse and he delivered a mule. But you see, that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony.
It was a horse.
That's settled.
But it still was a
I
horse.
thought you settled it. It was a horse. What was it? You sure it was a horse?
It was a mule.
It was a Tradition. Tradition. Without our tradition, our life would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
You shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband. God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been a poor widow alone. Nobody to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure because you know as well as I, he wasn't much of a man. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud, but better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Tzeitel in the house?
Yes, but she's busy. You can come back later.
But I would like to talk to her.
I said later.
Model, I thought I heard you.
You'll finish what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What does that poor little Tailor model want with Tzeitel?
Oh, they've been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play.
They play? What do they play?
Oh, no, they're children.
From such children come other children.
Model? He's a nothing.
Ah, children, they are a blessing in your old age. But my Aaron couldn't give me children. To tell you the truth, he never tried. Believe me, he was as good as gold, never raised his voice to me. So what good is it he never raised his voice to me? But what's the use complaining? Other women enjoy complaining, but not Yente. Not every woman in the world is a Yente. Well, I must go and prepare my poor Sabbath table. So goodbye, Goldie. It's a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yente, you said you have news for me.
Ah, I'm losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether and a horse will kick it in the mud. And goodbye, Yente.
Come.
Of course, the news. It's about Lazar Wolf, the butcher. A good man. A fine man. And I don't have to tell you that he's well off. But he's lonely, the poor man. You understand? Of course you do. But to make it short, out of the whole village, he has cast his eye on Tzeitel.
Oh, my Tzeitel?
No, the Tsar's Tzeitel. Of course you're Tzeitel.
Such a match for my Tzeitel. But Tevye wants a learned man. He does not like Lazar.
Goldie, send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Lazar discuss himself. He's a good man, a wealthy man. True. So you tell me how it went, and you don't have to thank me, Goldie, because aside from my fee, which Lazar will pay anyway, it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. What better satisfaction is there? So goodbye, Goldie, and you're welcome.
Good Sam. What did she want, Mama? When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Now come now. Finish washing the floor.
I wonder if Yente found you a husband.
I'm not anxious for Yente to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Model the Tailor.
I didn't ask you.
Tzeitel, you're the eldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me. And then one for me. So if Yente brings...
Oh, Yente!
Well, someone has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves.
She might bring someone wonderful.
Someone interesting.
And well off.
And important. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, I'll bring the bell. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Paul, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match on my own.
Since when are you interested in a match, Chava? I thought you just had your eye on your books. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son.
Well, why not? We have only one rabbi, and he has only one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a girl from a poor family. So whatever Yente brings, you'll take. Right? Of course, right. Hodel, have I enough to do? He's handsome, he's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, a good catch. True? I promise you'll be happy. And even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Chava, I found him. Will you be a lucky bride? He's handsome, he's tall. That is from side to side, but he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right! You heard he has a temper. He'll beat you every night, but only when he's sober. So you're all right.
Dear God, today I am a horse. Why did you have to have my poor horse lose his shoe right before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. Isn't it enough you pick on Tevye? You bless him with 5 daughters, a lifetime of poverty. What have you got against my horse?
Oh, you're finally home.
I'll talk to you later.
Tevye, where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait for you, and I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. The sickness is here already. I'm really not complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. Dear God, you made so many people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, a diddle digger man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozens right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yards with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the to see and hear, and squawking just as noisily as they can. And each sloppy dack, quack, woo, honk would land like the trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, dum. All day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work. Dum. If I were a bitty rich, a diddle digger man, like my gold up, looking like a rich man's wife with the proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Reptilia, pardon me, Reptilia, posing problems that would trust the rabbi's eyes. Yada-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da, yada-da-da. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in a synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy book with a learned man 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to worry. Dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? With my horse.
Tevye, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Reb Mandel.
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Talking about news, terrible news in the outside world. Terrible. What does it say? In a village called Razhanka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes. For what reason? It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news? I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities begin itching in places that they cannot reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and curse and chatter and don't do a thing. You'll all chatter your way right to the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
And where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student at the university there.
The university. Is this the place that you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned that there's more to life than just talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the outside world.
He's right.
He's right, and he's right. How can they both be right?
You know, you are also right.
He's right. He's wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye.
Good Sabbath, Motel.
Good Sabbath, Reb
Good Sabbath, Abram.
Tevye, the rabbi's order, my
Yes,
cheese.
of course. Here. Have a piece. You're a newcomer here, Reb.
Perchick.
So you're a stranger, as Abraham said, you're a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
Moses also said that.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
Cheese?
Here, have a piece.
I have no money, and I'm not a beggar.
Here, take it as my blessing to give.
Very well, for your sake.
Oh, thank you. You know, it's so great shame to be poor.
In this world, it's the rich who are the criminals. Someday, their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who would make this miracle come to pass?
People, ordinary people,
Like you?
like me.
Nonsense!
And until your golden day comes, Reb Perchick, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
5 daughters.
5.
Daughters.
Girls should learn. Girls are people.
Radical!
I could teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts.
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
I am a poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Why don't you stay with us for the Sabbath? Now, we don't exactly eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does a good book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but somewhere it says something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Children, this is Perchick. Perchick, this is my eldest.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. And this is mine. And this is not mine. This is Marco Kamzoil. He comes from
Oh,
down.
you're finally doing me a favor and you come home.
This is also mine. Well, this is Kiev. He's from, this is Perchick from Kiev. He's going to stay with us for the Sabbath. He is a teacher. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I'm a good teacher. A very good teacher.
I have heard that the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me. As the good book
The
says,
good book can wait to get washed.
the tongue she gets from her mother.
Mom, you are also eating with us.
Oh, of course, another blessing.
Tzeitel, 2 more. Bianca, Shprintze, come now. Come get washed.
Mom can help me.
All right, skip the table. Chava, you go too. You can wash out as well. Tevye, I have something to say to you.
Why should they be different?
Tevye, I have to tell you.
Quiet. I have to break.
It's Lazar Wolf. He wants to see you.
A butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only that he said it's very important.
What could be so important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, go to him and talk to him.
About what? If he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be an ox. If a man sends you an important message, the least you can do is talk to him.
About what? He wants to buy my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right. After the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Model Yente was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then it will be too late for us.
Don't worry, Tzeitel. I have found someone who will sell me his used sewing machine. So maybe in a few weeks I'll have saved up enough to buy it. Then your father will be impressed with me.
But Model, a few weeks may be too late.
But what else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm just a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Tzeitel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Model.
I'm just a poor tailor.
Model. Even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
Lake, where's everybody? Lake? Come.
Red Tevye?
Come, children, we have to light the candles.
Red Tevye?
Yes, Ma. What is it?
Good Sabbath, Red Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Come, children, come. May the Lord protect and defend you. May he always shield you from shame. May you come to be in years right now a shining name. May you be like Ruth and Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's way. May God bless you and grant you party. There might also be a wedding.
A wedding? Wonderful! I'd be happy to make the occasion a merry one. Lead the dancing and so forth. For a small fee, naturally.
Naturally, a party wouldn't be a party without you or your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
We'd like a drink. Sit down, Yente.
Vodka or schnapps?
Vodka.
Good evening, Reb Mordka.
Good evening, Reb Tevye.
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Reb Lazar.
Tevye, sit down, have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
So, how goes it, Tevye?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
Same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, how is your brother-in-law in America?
He's doing quite well, I believe.
Ah, you okay?
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing poorly, he would write. May I?
Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, I do, Reb Lazar, but there's no use talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
Oh, you have a few more without her.
Oh, I see. Today you want one, tomorrow you want two.
Two. What would I do with two?
Same as you do with one.
Tevye, this is important to me.
Well, why is this so important?
Frankly, I am lonesome.
Lonesome? What are we talking about?
You don't know?
Yes, we're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
I won't be lonesome.
What's so funny?
I am talking about your daughter Tzeitel.
Tzeitel?
Yes.
My daughter Tzeitel?
Yes. I have seen her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She has made a good impression on me, and I like her. As for me, Tevye, as you know, I am well off. I have a good butcher shop. I have my own house. I have a servant. Why am I trying to impress you? Why don't we drink on it and shake hands and call it a match? And you don't have to worry about a dowry. There might be something in your own purse as well.
Shame on you, shame. My daughter Tzeitel not the type I'd sell for money.
All right. We won't talk about money. The important thing is, let's get it done. That's it. I will be good to her. I like her. So, what do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked her. Why should I? You can have a fine conversation with them if you want to talk about kidneys and livers. But on the other hand, not everybody has to be a scholar. And surely with the butcher, my daughter would never know hunger. But he has a problem. He's much older than her. That's her problem. But she's much younger than him. That's his problem. I misjudged him. I always thought of him as a butcher. He likes her. He'll be good to her. He'll try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
That's wonderful, Tevye. That's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
All right, to you.
No, my friend. To
To
you.
the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To our good health and happiness. And most important of all, to life, like I am. Like I am, to life. Here's to the father I tried to be.
Here's to my bride to be.
Drink like I am, to life, like I am. Like I am, to life. Life has a way of confusing us, blessing and bruising us. Drink like I am, to life. God would like us to be joyful, even when our hearts lie empty on the floor. How much more can we be joyful when we really something to be joyful for? To life, like I am. Tzeitel, my daughter.
My wife!
It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Drink like I hope.
And vodka! Yes, please. Drinks for everyone! What's the occasion? I'm taking myself a bride. Who? Tzeitel! Tevye's eldest!
Too late, so woke to Tevye. Tzeitel, your daughter, his wife. And the futures be pleasant ones, not like the present one. Drink like I am to life, like I am. Like I am to life. Kicks away to make us say another day. Drink like I am to life. In a glass and sip a drop of schnapps in honor of the great good luck and honor you. We know that when good fortune favors you, such men stand to reason, we deserve it too. To us and our good fortune, be healthy, well life. And if our good fortune never comes, pursue whatever comes. Drink like I owe. Tevye! Oh, Tevye! Do you know that after the wedding, you will be my papa? I always wanted a son, but one a few years younger than myself. Good night. Good night. Good night, Revelation.
Good evening.
Good evening, Constable.
What's the celebration?
Tevye is marrying off his oldest daughter.
May I offer my congratulations, Tevye?
Thank you.
Oh, Tevye, I have a piece of news I'd like to tell you as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm telling you this news because I like you. You are a decent, honest person, even though you are a Jewish dog.
Thank you, Your Honor. How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news.
We have received orders at this district to have a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom here?
No, just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Not too serious, just some mischief, so that if Inspector comes through, he will see we have done our duty. Personally, I don't see why there has to be this trouble between people, but I thought I'd tell you and you could tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're a good man, if you don't mind if I say so. It's too bad you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Good night, Your Honor. Good night. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that today of all days? It's true. We are the chosen people. But once in a while, couldn't you choose somebody else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband for my daughter Tzeitel. L'chaim.
Now, children, I will tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and we'll discuss it together, all right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel, and Jacob loved the younger Rachel and asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him the ugly daughter, Leah. So to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. So you see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Yes, Perchick.
Good. Now the Bible also teaches
Papa
us.
isn't up yet.
No, Mama.
Then enough lessons. We must do Papa's work today. How long can he sleep anyway? I got home last night, fell into bed like a dead man. Couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away. Go clean the barn and call me when your Papa gets up. Oh.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchick.
Do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son.
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him? Except that he's the rabbi's son. Would you be interested in him if he were the shoemaker's son? Or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He does not have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not speaking to you personally.
Ye have spirit, perhaps even a little intelligence.
Thank you.
But good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Hodel.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl, but of course that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions. Nothing must change. Everything is perfect, just the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing everywhere but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch. Should not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
You have spirit. Did you know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without the permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. Dance new dances together. New dances like this. I learned it from Kev. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
There. We just changed an old custom.
Yes, well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day, Hodel.
Milky Shprintze, Milky. What's your name?
Hodel, Papa.
Oh, where's Tzeitel?
She's in the bar.
Go call her out. Perchick, how'd the lesson go today?
We made it the beginning.
Oh, you're finally up! What happened last night besides her drinking like a peasant? Did you see Lazar? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay. Bad news will refuse to go. And there's another saying that goes...
You could die from such a man.
Tzeitel, my lamb, come here. You are to be congratulated. You are going to be married.
Married!
What do you mean, Papa?
Lazar Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it. My heart told me this was our lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee,
What do you say, Tzeitel?
Oh, what can she say? Oh, my firstborn of pride. May you grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not like Bruma Sarah, that first wife of his. She was a bitter woman, may she rest in peace. Not like my Tzeitel. Oh, but I must thank Yente. My Tzeitel of pride.
Mazel tov, Tzeitel. Mazel tov, Tzeitel.
You call that a mazel tov? Perchick, aren't you going to congratulate him?
Congratulations, Tzeitel, for getting a very rich man.
Again with the rich. What's wrong with being rich?
It's no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
May the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Tzeitel knows I mean only for her welfare. Am I right, Tzeitel?
Yes, Papa.
There, you see.
I see. I see very well.
Why are you so silent, my child? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa. Papa.
What is it? Tell me.
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I
What
can't.
do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks. Only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
What's the matter with Lazar Wolf? He likes you.
Papa, I'll be unhappy with him. All my life will be unhappy. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks.
But we made an agreement, and with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, please don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right. I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Seems we were not ordained to enjoy the comforts of life and a little joy in our old age after all our...
Tevye, may I speak to you?
Later, Motel, later.
But I would like to speak to you.
Not now, Motel. I have problems.
That is what I wanted to speak to you about. I think I can help.
That's like a bandage could help a corpse. Goodbye, Motel, goodbye.
At least listen to him, Papa.
You have a tongue? Talk.
Tevye, I hear you are arranging a match with Tzeitel.
He also has ears.
I have a match with Tzeitel.
What kind of a match?
A perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
Made to measure, a perfect fit. Stop talking like the tailor and tell me, who is it?
Please don't shout at me, Tevye.
All right. Who is it?
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 It's me. Myself.
Him? Himself? Ha! You must be completely out of your mind or you're crazy. Who do you think you are arranging your own marriage? The matchmaker? The bridegroom? The guests all roll into one? I suppose you perform his own ceremony. You must be crazy!
Tevye, please don't shout at me. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual, but...
Unusual? It's crazy.
Times are changing, Tevye. The thing is, your daughter Tzeitel and I gave each other a pledge more than a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa, we gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. You gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America. What do you think you're doing? You stitcher? You nothing? Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I cannot allow. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This should never be changed. One little time I'd pull out a prop. And where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have a right to talk to a daughter? Doesn't anybody talk to a father anymore?
I have wanted to ask you for some time, Tevye, but first I wanted to save up for my own sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense, model. You're only a poor tailor.
That's true, Tevye, but even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Tevye, your daughter will not starve.
It's beginning to sound like a man. But what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. But on the other hand, things cannot get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes. So hopeful. Tradition. Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
But I tell you, you won't be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. They pledged their trust. Modern children, Golda. What am I going to tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda?
Model, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again. Stood by his side and miracle of miracles walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. when God made the waters of the Red Sea part. That was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of this worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought would never be. God has given you to
Where is she?
What?
Where is she?
Where's who?
Brumasaur. Lazar Wolf's first wife, Brumasaur. She was standing there a minute ago.
What's the matter with you? Brumasaur's been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt, and I'll tell you what it meant.
It was terrible.
Oh, tell me.
All right, but don't be frightened.
Tell me.
All right.
Oh.
This was my dream. In the beginning, there was a celebration of some kind. Everybody we knew was there. Musicians, too. And in the middle of my dream, in walked your Grandma Tzeitel, may she rest in peace.
Oh, Grandma Tzeitel? How'd she look?
For a woman who's dead 30 years, she looked very good. So naturally, I went up to greet her, and she said to me,
A blessing on your head to see your daughter wed, and such a son-in-law like no one ever saw, the tailor Motel Kamzoil.
Model?
A worthy boy is he, a pious family. They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai, the tailor Motel Kamzoil.
A tailor. She must have heard wrong. She meant a butcher.
You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean a butcher, Grandma? By the name of Lazar Wolf.
No! I said a tailor, Tevye, my great-grandchild. My little Tzeitel, who was named for me. Motel's bride was meant to be. For such a magic ring. A fine upstanding boy, a comfort and a joy, the tailor Motel Kamzoil.
But we made a bargain already with the butcher.
We announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher Lazar Wolf.
No! So you announced it, Tevye, that's your headache. But as for Lazar Wolf, I say to you, Tevye, that's your headache too.
Blessing on your house, mazel tov. Imagine such a spouse, mazel tov. And such a son-in-law that no one ever saw. The tailor Motel Kamzoil.
The butcher.
The tailor Motel Kamzoil.
It was Lazar, the tailor Motel Kamzoil.
Stop! Stop! butcher's wife come from beyond the grave. It's a butcher's dear darling departed wife. Sarah, 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 Sarah,
to your friend and neighbor from Sarah. Having no consideration for a woman's feelings. How can you allow it? How can you let your daughter take my place? Live in my house. Give her my keys. They were my clothes. Such a learned man as Tevye wouldn't let it happen. Tell me that it isn't true, and then I wouldn't worry. Tell me that you do it, that you don't care. Let me tell you what this fire is such a fatal way. Inside of Mary's laser world, I pity them both. Tell me within 3 weeks. And when 3 weeks are up, I'll come to her by night. I'll take her by the throat. And then I'll give her Tzeitel. Here's my wedding present if she marries Lazar.
Fall into the river. Make them sink into their... Such a dark, horrible dream. And to think it was all brought on by that butcher. Well, if my grandma's people took the trouble to come all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, well, all I can say is it's awfully best, and it couldn't possibly be any better.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, like Grandma's idol said, mazel tov. We'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw. Tailor model Kamzoil.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov.
we had when we began.
Mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry what's his name?
The tailor model Kamzoil.
The Tailor model Kamzoil. The Tailor model Kamzoil. The Tailor model Kamzoil.
Did you hear? Tevye Tzeitel is marrying Model, not Lazar Wolf.
No.
Yes.
Tzeitel's married. Model?
Yes, I can't
Can you
imagine.
believe that?
Oh.
Understand?
Just what's wrong with my son, Model?
Oh, Shondo, excuse me. Mazel tov, Shondo.
Mazel tov.
What's all the excitement?
Tevye Tzeitel is going to marry?
Yes, I know. Lazar Wolf the butcher.
No, Model, the tailor.
Model? The tailor?
Yes.
That's terrible.
Congratulations.
Yes. You have a wedding hat for me.
Well, Lazar Wolf ordered a hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his bride. I can get his hat.
Well, come, model, come.
Chava, can you watch the shop for a few minutes for me?
Of course.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Come with me, model, I'll show you.
Mazel tov, Chava. Mazel tov, Chava.
Please, may I pass?
What? We're congratulating you. Mazel tov, Chava.
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you, Fiedka?
Just stop it.
Now listen here.
Goodbye, Sasha.
Mazel tov, Chava.
I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I would like to talk with you.
I'd rather not.
I often see you at the bookseller. Not many girls in the village like to read. Would you like to borrow this? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? You're not Jewish. You feel about us the way they feel about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, ambitious, honest, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking like this.
I often do things I shouldn't. Go ahead and take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. After you return it, I'll ask you how you liked it. We'll talk about it for a while, and then we'll talk about life and how we feel about things. It can all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, Fiedka, is there something I can do for you?
No, thank you.
Oh, you forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Thank you,
You're
Chava.
welcome.
Good day, Chava.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Good day, Fiatka.
Is this the little girl I carry? Is this the little boy at play?
I don't remember growing older. When did
When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be this tall?
Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. must learn from one another day by day. They look so natural together. Is there a canopy in store for me? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the year. One season following another, laden with happiness and
the following. A new feather bed. A pair of pillows.
Goose pillow.
And this pair of candles. Now, in our joy tonight, let us not forget those who cannot be with us, our dearly departed, who lived in pain and poverty and harm and died in pain and poverty and hardship. But enough of tears. Let us be merry and content, like our good friend Lazar Wolf, who has everything in the world except a bride. But Lazar Wolf has no ill feelings. Indeed, he has a special gift for the newlyweds he would like to announce himself. Come, Lazar Wolf.
Like he says, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I am going to give to the newlyweds 5 chickens. One for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their wedded life. Yes. Well, Lazar, you are a good man. In the name of my daughter and her husband, I accept your gift. And there's a saying that goes... Tevye, I am not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to you say it. If you would just listen a second, I was going to tell you... Why should I listen to a man who breaks his promises? I didn't break
Lazar! Not now, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to speak. What right? This isn't your wedding. It should have been.
Rev Lazar! Don't shame Rev Tevye at his own daughter's wedding.
That's right. But he shamed me in front of the whole village.
Stop! Quiet! Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's sit down.
You all heard the wise words of the rabbi.
And now I'd like to sing a little song.
And you can keep your diseased chickens.
Leave that chickens out of this!
We made a bargain, we drank on it. Wait, what the terms weren't settled.
I saw them, they drank on it.
But the terms weren't settled.
Quiet, I'm singing.
Stop this. What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
My own grandmother came to us from the
What
grave.
son? What grandmother? My grandfather came to me from the grave and told me her grandmother was a big
What's all this screaming about? An agreement? They drank on it? A sign? That's nonsense!
Tzeitel wanted to marry Motel and not Lazar Wolf.
A young girl decides for herself?
Yes, why not? They love each other.
Love? That's terrible!
It's a radical.
What happened to the matchmaker?
I say.
We know. Let's all sit down.
Musicians, play. Come on, down.
What is he doing?
It's a wedding.
Someone.
Who will dance with?
That's a sin!
Dance?
It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
But with a girl? That's what happens when you bring a wild man into your house.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little different, but he's not.
It's a sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi.
Well, Rabbi.
Dancing isn't exactly forbidden.
There, you see, it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now, will somebody dance with me?
No.
It's only a dance, Mama.
Play.
Look at Tevye's daughter. She's dead to the man.
Yes, I see that. And I'm going to dance with my wife, Goldie.
I see we came at a bad time, Tevye. I'm sorry, but the orders are for tonight.
The wedding.
Go on, play, play. All right, men.
What? Go home! Home!
All right, enough. I'm genuinely sorry, Tevye. You understand?
I understand.
Take him in the house.
What are you standing around for? Clean up. Clean up. That was quite a dowry you gave my daughter at her wedding. Was that really necessary? Well, anyway, Motel and Tzeitel have been married for 2 months already. They work very hard. They're as poor as synagogue mice. But they're so happy, they don't know how miserable they are. Motel keeps talking about a sewing machine. I know you're busy with wars, revolutions, floods, and plagues. All those little things that bring people to you. But maybe you could take a few seconds away from your catastrophes and get it for 'em. How much trouble would it be? And while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg. Am I bothering you too much? Well, as the good book says, why should I tell you it?
Hodel, please don't be upset.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev tomorrow morning.
So you told me. Then goodbye.
Hodel, terrible things are happening all over land, and great change is about to take place, and they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally, you feel that you personally
Not
have
only
to...
me, many people. Jews, Gentiles. Many people hate what's going on. Don't you understand?
I understand, of course. You want to leave. Then goodbye.
Hodel, your father, the others here think that what happened at Tzeitel's wedding was a small little cloudburst and it's over and things will be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence. Whole villages are being emptied of their people and it's reaching everywhere. And it will reach here. Do you understand?
Yes, I suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Perchick.
Before I leave, there's a certain question I need to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
Question of marriage.
This is a political question?
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and woman, known as marriage, is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection.
And affection. This relationship shows positive social value and reflects
unity, solidarity.
And affection.
Yes. And I personally am in favor of it. Do you understand?
Yes. I think you were asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes, I am.
I was hoping you were.
Then it's agreed. We can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away. Hodel, I'm very happy. Very happy.
So am I, Perchick.
What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I could die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life?
I was on the outside, waiting right here.
Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you, and that's home enough for me.
Everything is right at hand, simple and clear. I have something that I could die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for.
And when will we be married, Perchick?
I will send for you as soon as I can. It will be a hard life, Hodel.
But it will be less hard if we live it together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Red Tevye. I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
When?
Right away.
That's too bad, Perchick. We will miss you.
But I also have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. What for?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
Oh, no, you're not. Now, I know you like him, and he likes you. But he's going away, and you're staying here. So, have a nice trip. Be very happy, Perchick. My answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
I understand. I gave Motel and Tzeitel my permission. Now you two also feel you have the right. I'm sorry, Perchick, you're a good man. But go in good health, and my answer is still no.
You don't understand, Papa.
You're not listening. I say no. I'm sorry, Hodel. We'll find someone else for you here in Anatevka.
Red Tevye,
Yes, what is it?
we are not asking for your permission. Only for your blessing.
You're not asking me for my permission?
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing for what? For going over my head. Unthinkable. At least with Motel and Tzeitel, ask me, they beg me. But now if I like it or not, you'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed. Tear out my beard, uncover my head. Tradition, they're not even asking permission from the papa. What happened to the tradition? One little time you pull on a thread, and where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this. A man tells me he is getting married. He doesn't ask me. He tells me, but first he abandons her.
He's not abandoning me, Papa.
I will send for her as soon as I can. I love her.
He loves her. Love. It's a new style. On the other hand, our old ways were once new, weren't they? On the other hand, we married without benefit of parents. Matchmaker. After all, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. Seems these two have the same one. I can't believe my own ears. There's a wheel in my head. Impossible. Absurd. British, they want to be blessed. Unthinkable. I'll lock her up in a room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition. Well, children, you have both my blessing and my permission.
Oh, thank you, Papa. You don't know how happy that makes me.
What else could I do?
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. What am I going to tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps you could tell her something that I'm going to visit a rich uncle. Something like that.
Please, Perchick. I can handle my own wife. Golda! Golda! Oh, hello, Golda. I was just talking to Hodel and Perchick.
Well,
It seems they are very fond of each other.
well,
So I gave them my permission to be engaged. I have to go inside.
what? Just like that, without asking me.
Who asked you? I am the papa.
Well, who is he? A pauper. There's nothing at all. Absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle. A very rich uncle. I like him, Golda. He's a little crazy, but I like him. What's more important, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him. What can we do? Golda, it's a new world. Love, it's a new world. Golda, do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughter getting married, and there's trouble in the town. You're upset, you're worn out. Go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you? For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, even you children milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golda, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I
I was nervous. But my father and my mother said we learn to love each other. And now I'm asking, Golda, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love him? For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
Today, and the postmaster told me there was a letter there for your sister Hodel.
Wonderful, I'll go get it.
I've got it. It's from her intended, Perchick.
Hodel will be so happy. She's been waiting, but it's open.
It happened to be open. Rivka, I've such news to tell you. Remember Perchick, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding when Tzeitel married Model and Perchick started dancing with Tevye starter Hodel? But I just learned that Perchick's been arrested in Kiev.
No!
Shondol, wait till I tell you. That crazy student, remember at the wedding, he danced with Tevye's Hodel. Well, I just heard that Hodel's been arrested in Kiev.
No!
Terrible.
Marilla! Oh! Marilla! Do you remember, Perchick, that student from Kiev? Remember how he acted when Tzeitel married Model? Well, I just heard that Model's been arrested for dancing at the wedding. No! In Kiev!
Rabbi! Remember Perchick in all the strange ideas. Remember Tzeitel's wedding. Where Tevye danced with Golda. Well, I just heard that Tevye's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev.
No.
God forbid.
She didn't.
She did.
I don't believe it.
Terrible news, terrible. Remember Perchick, who started all the trouble? Well, I just heard from someone who should know that Golda's been arrested and Hodel's gone to Kiev. Model studies dancing and Tevye's acting strange. Shprintze has the measles and Benetto has the mumps.
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
You don't have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. That hero of yours, Is he in bad trouble? Arrested? Convicted?
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
If he did nothing wrong, he wouldn't be in trouble.
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do, or Abraham, or Moses? And they had troubles.
Well, why won't you tell me where he is, this Joseph of yours now?
It is far, Papa. Terribly far. He is in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asked you to leave your mother and father and join him in that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
No, Papa, no. He did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want him to help him with his work. It is the greatest work a man can do.
But maybe.
How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my fate? In the snow I stand with you, watching older trees grow deep. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, leaving the home I love. There where my heart has settled long ago, I must go, I must go. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet there with my love, I'm home.
And who, my child, will be there to wed you in that frozen wilderness?
I promise you, Papa, we will be married under a canopy.
I suppose a rabbi or two was also arrested. Well, give him my regards, this Moses of yours. You tell him I rely on his honor to treat my daughter well. You tell him that.
Papa, God alone knows when we shall see each other again.
And we will leave it in his hands. Take good care of her. See that she dresses warm.
Oh, Red Marca. Red Marca. Did you hear the news? A new arrival at Model and Tzeitel's.
A new arrival at Motel and Tzeitel?
Yes.
I must congratulate
But
you.
did you hear the news? A new arrival at Model and Tzeitel's.
Really?
Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Oh, Mazel tov, Tzeitel.
blessing for everything. Amen.
Amen. Mazel tov. Baby! How's the baby?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Yente.
I came for my shirt.
It's ready.
Thank you.
Look, it's my new sewing machine.
I see. I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
How does it work?
Oh, it's an amazing thing. Look, you work it by foot and by hand.
I will, it's just that I'm afraid.
Chava, let me talk with your father.
That would be the worst thing, I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
I'll talk to him, I promise.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good day.
Good day.
What were you and he talking about?
Nothing, Papa, we were just talking. Yet can I? We have been friends for a long time now, and...
I would be much happier if you were friends from a distance. You must never forget who that man is and who you are.
Papa, he has a name.
Certainly. All God's creatures have names.
Fietka's not a creature, Papa. Fietka's a man.
Who said he isn't? It's just that he is a different kind. As the good book says, each shall seek out his own kind. Translated means, a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home?
The world's changing, Papa.
No, Alva! Some things won't change for us. Some things will never change.
We don't feel that way.
We?
Fietka and I. We want to be married.
Are you out of your mind? You know what this means? To marry outside of the faith?
Papa.
No, Alva! Never talk about this again. Never mention his name again. Never see him again. Never! Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa. I understand you.
So you're finally here. Let's go home. It's time for supper.
I came to see Martha's new machine.
Well, you can see it some other time. It's late. Let's go.
Quiet, woman! Don't make me angry. For when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
I am very frightened of you. After we finish supper, I'll faint. Now come, let's go.
Woman! I am the head of the house. I am the man of the family. I want to see Martha's new machine now. Now, let's go home. How long can this miserable horse of mine complain about its leg? Dear God! If I can walk on 2 legs, why can't he walk on 3? I know I'm very upset about my horse. I know he is one of your creatures, and he has the same rights I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, the right to work, like a horse. And I'm sick and tired of pulling this wagon. I know. I should push it a while. Yes, what?
It's Chava. She left home this morning with Fietka.
What?
I looked everywhere for her. I went to the priest Married.
Married? Go home, Goldie. We have other children at home. I have work to do, and you have work to do. Go home, Goldie. Chava is dead to us. We will forget her. Go home. Little bird, little Chava, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is the happy child, the sweet little child, Chava, Chava. Little bird, little Chava. You were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, the sweet little bird you were. Chava, Chava, Chava.
I want to talk to you, Papa. Papa, stop. At least listen. Papa, I beg you to accept us.
Accept them? How can I accept them? Can I turn my back on my faith and my people? On the other hand, can I turn my back on my own child? On the other hand, if I bend that far, I will break. On the other hand, there is no other hand. No, Chava. No, Chava. No. No. No.
Papa. What's the difference? Take your pick.
Goldie, is Tevye home?
Yes, but he's in the house. What, is there some trouble?
Girls, call your father.
Go home. Tell your
What
parents
is it?
I'll talk.
Why are you huddled together like a bunch of goats?
Tevye, Reb Tevye, have you seen the constable today?
No, why?
There are rumors in town. We thought since you knew him well, he may have told you what is true and what is not true.
What kind of rumors?
Someone from Solyn told me that an edict was issued in...
Stop.
I see you have company.
They are my friends.
It's just as well. What I have to say is for their ears also. Tevye, how much time do you need to sell your household goods?
Why should I sell my house? Is it in somebody's way?
I came here to tell you you are going to have to leave Anatevka.
And how did I come to deserve such an honor?
Not just you, of course, but all of you. At first I thought you might be spared because of your daughter, Chava.
Chava is dead to us.
I understand at any rate it affects all of you.
Why should we leave this little corner of the world? This has always been our home.
I don't know why. There's trouble in the world. Troublemakers.
Like us?
You aren't the only ones. Your people must leave all the villages. Solyn, Rebelevka, the whole district must be emptied. I have an order here that says you must sell your homes and be out of here in 3 days.
And you,
who have known us all your life, you would carry out such an order.
I have nothing to do with it. Don't you understand?
I understand.
And what if we refuse?
You will be forced out.
But we'll stay in our home. We will fight ourselves.
Against our army, I wouldn't advise it.
I have some advice for you. Get off my land.
Yes.
This is still my home. My land. Get off my land.
You have 3 days! 3 days after a lifetime, a piece of paper, and get thee out?
Oh, we should get together with the people of Solyn. Maybe they have a plan.
We should defend ourselves, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Very good. In that way, the whole world will be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we've been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't this be a good time for him to come?
We'll have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's start packing.
3
More than 100 bottles of vodka. What will I do with them all?
Where will I go with a wife, her parents, and 3 children?
Well, Anatevka hasn't exactly been the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what have we got here?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A buck.
A pen.
A broom.
A hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place years ago.
A bench. A tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People who pass through Natevka don't even know they've been here.
A stick of wood. A piece of cloth.
What do we need? Nothing much. Only Anatevka. Anatevka, Anatevka, understand all the word. Anatevka, let your Sabbath be so sweet. Anatevka, Anatevka, intimate, obstinate, Anatevka.
It's just a place.
Our forefathers have been forced at many places at a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
Where will we live in America?
With Uncle Abram, but he doesn't know it yet.
I guess you and baby are coming with us.
We'll be staying in Washington until we have enough money to join you.
Mother will be very careful with these. My mom and papa, may they rest in peace, gave them to us on our wedding day.
Come, children, help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Hulda! Hulda, darling. I had to see you before I left because I have such news for you.
Hulda, darling,
Do you remember yesterday when I didn't know where to go or what to do with these old phones? Now I know. You want to know? Well, I'll tell you. All of my life I've dreamed of going to one place, and now I'll walk, I'll crawl, I'll get there. Guess where? You'll never guess. Every year at Passover, what do we say? Next year in Jerusalem, next year in the Holy Land.
Yente, you're going to the Holy Land.
You guess? And you want to know why? In my sleep, my Aaron came to me and said, Yente, go to the Holy Land. Usually, of course, I wouldn't listen to him because, as good as he was, too much brains he wasn't blessed with. But in my sleep, it's a sign. So somehow or other, I'll get to the Holy Land. And you know what I'll do when I'll get there? I'm a matchmaker, right? So I will arrange marriages. So I'm going to the Holy Land to help our people increase and multiply. This is my mission. So goodbye, Goldie.
Be well and go in peace.
Maybe next time we will meet on happier occasion. Meanwhile, we suffer in silence. Right, of course, right.
Goldie, we have to hurry. Come, Goldie, we have to leave soon.
Leave. Sounds so easy.
We'll all be together soon. Motel, Tzeitel, and the baby. They'll come too. You'll see that Motel's a real person.
And Hodel and Perchick, will we see them again?
Do they come to visit us every Sabbath from Siberia? You know what she writes. He sits in jail and she works. Soon he will be set free, and together they'll turn the world upside down. She couldn't be happier. And the other children, they'll be with us.
Not all.
All. Hurry, Goldie, you must get finished.
I must sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor.
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Good.
Tevye, I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
Chicago, in America. My wife from Lazar, may she rest in peace, has a brother there.
That's nice.
I hate him. But a relative is a relative. Goodbye, my friend.
Go with God. Tzeitel, they finished inside yet?
Almost, Papa. Chava. Papa will see you. I want him to. We came to say goodbye. He will not listen, but at least he will hear. Maybe it would be better if I went inside and told Mama that... Papa? Papa, we came to say goodbye. We're leaving this place also. We're going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among people who could do such things to others.
We wanted you to know this. Goodbye, Papa. Mama.
Yes, we are also moving. Some are driven away by edicts, and others by silence. Come, Papa.
Goodbye, Papa. Viedka.
God be with you.
God be with you. We're going to in America.
If you like.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram.
Yes, Mama.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. We'll be staying. The whole world has to know our business.
Stop screaming and finish packing. We have a train to catch.
I don't need your advice, Golda. Tzeitel, don't forget the baby. We have to catch up. Train and a boat. Look, Shprintze, put the bundles on the wagon. Work hard, Marco. Come to us soon.
I will, Tevye. I will work hard.
Come, children, we must go. Golda, we don't have to take this pan.
Yes, we do.
All right, we'll take.
We're going on a train.
What? Stop
Stop
now. And not in America yet.
Come, children, let's go.